This is the World of Sports Network presentation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. It's Monday morning football with the guru. Man, it's October 26, 2020. And we have a crazy show, man. This is the NFL Week 7 edition, man. We're going to start with Distillers versus the Titans. Man, Mike Tomlin, y'all better start putting respect on this man's name. He's a Hall of Fame coach, and y'all better know this. And then we got to talk about the Houston Texans taking on the Green Bay Packers. Man, the Texans going through a lot of emotional situation, and I'm going to talk about the different stage they're on right now as far as the rebuilding process. And after that, I got to go talk about my man in Carolina versus New Orleans, man. I know the Panthers lost, but I love what the rule is doing over there. Rule number 1, I love that rule. Rule number 2, always follow rule number 1. And obviously, we got to go to Bucks. We got to go to Sin City, man. Tampa Bay against Las Vegas Raiders, man. And then we're going to talk about the end of a dynasty, the end of the New England dynasty. Obviously, we have to talk about the losing ATL, man. Like, did y'all see the Lions versus Atlanta game? Unreal how the Falcons find ways to lose ball game. And then we have to talk about the battle of number 1 overall picks. Baker versus Joe Burrows. That might have been the best game of the week, bro. Seriously, that might have been the best game of the week. And before we all end this, I'm going to tell y'all now, after week 7, who's going to be the final 4. The two teams for the AFC Championship and the 2 teams for the NFC Championship. Yeah, the guru already knows the answer to that. It's a loaded show. It's Monday morning football with the guru. Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. I want to start by saying this, man. The NFL season now in 7 weeks, and there's a little bit of clarity that's happening right now. There's a little bit of clarity. I'm seeing things now. Everything is shaping up, man. And in this time of pandemic, in the chaotic stage we're in this world right now, man, there's certain things that there's certain organizations, certain people that could handle this type of situation we're in, this type of change we're in. Right? Certain stability is the key in situation like this. You know what I'm saying? People that's been there, experience. You know, that's why when you have a family, you know what I'm saying? People that's been together for a long, extended period of time could survive this pandemic, could survive this quarantine. You know what I'm saying? Because they have established success, established culture, established ways of doing things. You know, the house, you know what I'm saying? The house that have a system. A system is, we're going to have dinner, or after school, you're going to read a book. After a book, you're going to have dinner or supper, whatever household you're in. After supper, then you might do the homework. And then you might have leisure time. And then you go to sleep and do this repeatedly. That's a system. That's a system. So in a situation like the pandemic hits, when the pandemic hits, an organization or household that has an established system, how to handle situations systematically, or the household that succeed. It's the same scenario in sports with the pandemic as you see it. The best teams in football right now are the teams that are culturally secured, that has an adult, a CEO that has a great system, a culture, things that's established. Let's take a look at this, man. Look from the AFC East. The Buffalo Bills, Sean McDermott, yes, early in his coaching tenureship, but you know what the Buffalo Bills are. You know what they are. They're a defensive mind, hard-nosed team that's going to play from whistle to whistle. That's a culture, and you know that they already established that brand. Let's go to the AFC, North? The Pittsburgh Steelers. We know their brand established. Mike Tomlin. You see what I'm saying? Success, and look at what they're doing. And you can keep going. The Tennessee Titans, the culture of systematic approach. You know what you're doing in terms of chaos. What they always say, in terms of chaos, the most experienced, the most tenured person is the one that prevailed. The most even-keeled person that's been there, that prevailed. Have you guys ever seen a movie? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's drowning, right? It's a movie, somebody's drowning. And then there's one person like in the whole crowd or something that knows CPR. Look at that person 9 out of 10 times. It's usually the most experienced person in that group. It's usually the person that's been through a little bit of turmoil in their life. Now, what the pandemic is showing us now is teams that have stability in their household. The Pittsburgh Steelers, the Green Bay Packers, the Seattle Seahawks. Yes, the Kansas City Chiefs, teams that have established cultures in turmoil are the teams that are prevailing. Look at basketball. We just finished watching the bubble. Who's the number one team system in basketball is LeBron James. And who won the NBA championship? An established coach. LeBron is an established, stable system himself. And the Lakers won the championship. They play against the Miami Heat. Eric Spoelstra. Their organization is fit. They know how to handle turmoil and situation. And they prevail in a bubble. You could see teams that are used to winning and has cultural stability handle adversity. And let's just transition to the first game of Sunday. The Steelers taking on the Titans. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. The Steelers are nice, bro. I don't think y'all listening, bro. Like, the Steelers are nice, bro. And one thing I want to talk about, man, about the Steelers, I just noticed. It's time, and I said this in last tape. I said this last episode, week 6. Y'all go check it out either on YouTube or Spotify, iTunes, wherever y'all check out podcasts or if you want to see my face on YouTube, World of Sports Network. Y'all know the drill. But it's time we got to give Mike Tomlin his flowers, got to give him his roses. I got to be that guy off the Bachelorette. I don't know the white dude's name. You know what I'm saying? But I got to be that dude. Somebody, please, if you don't know that dude's name, write it down in the description. DM me, let me know. Because the dude that passes out roses on the Bachelorette. Because right now, I got to give my man Mike Tomlin his rose, bro. Because Mike Tomlin is a Hall of Fame coach. He's what I call a yellow jacketer. He might be Mike Tomlin. Let me take that Mike. Mike Tomlin is the greatest leader of men of my generation, bro. I ain't talking about X's and O's. Yeah, I give that to Belichick. Yes, Belichick might be the best X's and O's coaches. I give you that. Yeah. Bruh, when it comes to a leader of man, when it comes to making sure that house is clean, when it comes to I'm making sure that chore is done before daddy gets home, ain't nobody in this NFL history has done it. Black, white, blue, green, ain't no one in the history have done it like Mike Tomlin, homie. Straight up. And y'all better stop it. My man is an elite, top 5 coach in the history of this game. In the history of this game because of his leadership qualities. You guys want to give me all about that old school 1950 guys and Vince Lombardi, yeah, he got leadership. Yo, yeah, he could lead. I'll give you that, Vince. But I'll tell you one thing, my man Mike Tomlin, check his receipts, homie, has never got a losing record in his resume, homie. Check my man's resume, I'm hyped. Bill Belichick, the greatest man of all time. He got losing records in his resume. I've seen it, dog, trust me. I've seen it with my own eyes. It existed, bruh. It existed, bruh. My man Belichick has been fired. Greatest coaches y'all name. Dick, whatever his name is, Vince Lombardi, all them coaches had losing season, homie. Straight up. My man has been in Pittsburgh, I don't even want to know 10 years. I know it's over 15 years, but I know that. I don't even want to know how long. It's been long. The only person who has a longer tenureship in the NFL, bro, is Bill Belichick right now. It's time y'all better stop this nonsense. When we talk about coaches, dog, we talk about, oh, man, this guy's a genius, this guy's, Shanny's the greatest genius. Bill Belichick is a great designer. But you know what? When we come down to leadership, one of the best things you need, one of the greatest quality you need to be a head coach might be the best quality you need. X's and O's, yes, I got you that. You could do that. But overall, as me, picking a coach, the number one qualities I need, because I got assistants for the X's and O's, homie. You can't teach leadership, homie. You can read them leadership books. Ooh, go to leadership conference. Ooh. You could do all that. But leadership is innate, dog. And ain't no one in the history of this game, dog. Ain't no one in the history of this football game, dog. Lead better in the locker room. Lead men. Lead man than Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin. Man, y'all better start putting some respect in his name, man. Y'all better do that. And another respect y'all got to do is y'all got to start subscribing to the channel, man. Put some respect on the guru's name. What's wrong with y'all? I'm talking to y'all. Y'all on the podcast, I want y'all to click that follow. Y'all on the YouTube, click that bell. Click that bell, dog. And I want to transition real quick to my next game. The Packers versus the Texans. So this game right here kind of touched me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know how I feel about, I'm going to get emotional, dog. You all know how I feel about the Houston Texans and Deshaun Watson and this whole Bill O'Brien debacle. You all know I was the first person, dog. The first person to be like, we got to get rid of this dude, man. Because he's making my man look bad, dog. And the scenario that's happening right now, dog, I got to give you all an analogy, man. It kind of hurt me. It's not the divorce that happened. Yes, the separation has happened now. Now, when the separation happens, there's different stages of separation. There's different stages till you get healed. Right now, the stage the Houston Texans are is the substance abuse stage. You know, when the wound is fresh, bro. You go through substance abuse when there's a separation, when there's a turmoil. You know what I'm saying? It could be getting on a bottle. It could be smoking a doobie. It could be taking crack. It could be smoking crack. It could be whatever. It could be sex, being a sexaholic. Whatever it is, they're using substance. This is the substance abuse stage right now in Houston because the Houston Texans are terrible. I mean, they stink, dog. This team is a horrible team, and it's all because of the whole Bill O'Brien debacle. That there's still the ashes. I know it's gone. But this is the consequences of a toxic relationship. Years of abuse and toxic relationship. Years of Deshaun Watson covering up the deficiencies of Bill O'Brien. Years of that. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now the Houston Texans, they got to suffer before they get better. Yes, they are horrible. Oh my gosh. Like I told y'all, you could do whatever you want on that defense, man. They're like a prostitute on the street, man. You just pay for admission, dog, and you do whatever you want. You run, you pass, whatever you want on Houston Texans, bro. It makes no sense. It's the substance abuse stage, bro, because they got to hit rock bottom. You got to hit rock bottom for you to get better, man. And right now, the Houston Texans are rock bottom. So, coming up, about 20 minutes now. I'm actually 15 minutes from now. Y'all stay tuned. 15 minutes from now, I'm going to give you guys the final four. I already know the final four, bro, of the NFL Final Four. I know the AFC Championship team and the NFC Championship team. You guys, it's going to come by 15 minutes. 15 minutes. But before that, man, I also want to talk. I got to talk. Y'all know how I feel about Matt Rule. Coming up in a few minutes, I got to talk about Teddy Bridgewater and Matt Rule and what he's doing. I think something is brewing. There's a culture building in Carolina. Stay tuned. I'll be back after a little station identification. You are listening to Monday Morning Football with the Guru. For more sports content, visit youtube.com/World of Sports Network. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. Hey, man. Y'all got to remember, man, on the podcast, y'all got to subscribe, bro. Subscribe for real. You got to let everybody know. We put in that work. We're building something here, man. You know what I'm saying? Rule number one. Y'all know how I feel as we talk about the Panthers versus the Saints. Dude, I love what's going on in Carolina. Matt Rule is about to be explode. Like, the Guru love the stock market, dog. Y'all know the Guru loves making that paper every means necessary, every ways diversify my portfolio. And when the Guru identifies stock early, you know, it's the best thing about being in the market. It's the best when you identify that talent in anything, even like a scout. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like whoever's going to find the Guru. You know what I'm saying? Whatever company come call out the Guru, because, you know, the hidden gem, when you know you're a hidden gem, when you know you're built. My man, Matt Rule, bro, what he's doing in Carolina, bro. Oh, my God, I love it. Yes, they lost to New Orleans. What a game that was, man. Teddy Bridgewater and company. Dog, what is happening in Carolina? The future is right, bro. I know Matt Rule tried a 65-yard field goal in regulation to tie the ball, to attempt to tie the ball game. That was kind of a questionable call, but not to me, bro. Do you know how hard those? Do you know what happened in this game, bro? Sean Payton and the New Orleans Saints, first of all, had it coming up from a bye. From a bye. They had a whole week to prepare for a college coach named Matt Rule now. They had Teddy Bridgewater, whom was in New Orleans for a couple years, so they know him. They know his strength and weaknesses. Dennis Allen, all of them. They know Teddy Bridgewater. And then Joe Brady. Come on. Sean Payton knows Joe Brady. That's his little protege, his little mentee. That's it. It's like, you would think this is going to be an ambush. You would think with every scenario put together, Sean Payton, Drew Brees, AK-41 and company, that offensive line. But no. The Carolina Panthers are a well-run organization, bro, and they picked the right guy. Matt Rule is a leader of men, bro. Matt Rule straight up, bro. Straight up got the Panthers. For real. If it wasn't for a single play here and there, should have went to New Orleans and beat the Saints. But they're not there yet. No. This is just to show you where they could be. Oh, I'm loving what's happening over there in Carolina, man. If you're in the stocks, dog, invest in the Carolina Panthers. Look at the future, what's happening right now. The quarterbacks in the NFC South. In a couple years, in about a year or two, every team is going to go through a rebuilding. They're all going to go through there's going to be new coaches probably, new quarterback, new transition. But you know who's going to be right there and ready coming from out of this transition with a great foundation, with a great culture? It's going to be the Carolina Panthers and Matt Rule, bro. It's going to be the Carolina Panthers and Matt Rule. And rule number one, always like Matt Rule. And rule number two, always follow rule number one. So now let's transition to our fourth game. I want to talk about the Bucs versus the Raiders, man. I want to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, Todd Bowles and company, a Super Bowl ready defense right now, bro. out of the whole entire NFC. I know we're going to hear about Brady, and I'm going to talk about Brady in a little bit. Don't get it twisted. I'm going to talk about Brady in a little bit. But before that, I got to play my guy. Hey, producer, man, somebody find out, man, what's the name of the bachelorette that I be passing out roses, man? What's his name, man? Because that's me right now, man. I'm playing his role because I'm giving out roses. You know what I'm saying? They call me the Rose Bowl. And that's what you want to call me. Call me the Rose Bowl guru because I'm giving out roses in bowls. I'm giving out roses on bowls, baby. Not on faces, on bowls, man. And I'm giving it to tall bowls. Yeah, man. Vases, bowls, tall bowls. All this bowls going around here, dog. But one bowl that's right is the damn Buccaneers defense, bro. And I love that defense. Every element of that defense. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, oh, y'all know how the guru feels. They're talking about defense turned the guru on. Ain't no one got a better defense in the NFC than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bro. From the defensive line. I'm telling y'all this. I've been watching football, dog, countless years, bro. And this dude named Ndamukong Suh, wherever, like this is what I do. Every season, off season, wherever Ndamukong Suh line up, wherever team he's at, this is one thing that's guaranteed about that team. That you're not going to run the ball on that team. It's just what it is, bro. I've seen like that. I've been watching since Nebraska, bro. Like, Ndamukong Suh is the immovable object of my generation. If you want a run stuffer, you know what? I'm finna look for the baddest mofo. I mean, this dude stomp people's head off. He rips helmet. I mean, come on, bro. And you're gonna meet from Ndamukong Suh to JPP. Y'all sleeping on JPP because he got his little accident he had, man. Y'all remember blowing up his fingers or whatever? July 4th fire incident. My man still sacking cats with 4 fingers, bro. Like, bro. I mean, I don't even want to talk about the linebackers. Those guys got the best linebacking core in all of football. And I dare y'all to freaking question the guru that. Levante David and Mr. White. I dare you guys. So please question and be like, this is not the 2 best linebackers in all of football. Oh my goodness. If you question that, please get out my channel and don't even listen to me because I don't need that type of stupidity in my ecosystem. Because this network right here is for smart football nerds. The best linebacking core in all of football, and it's not even a debate, bro. And then you bring in the young secondary. They got fresh legs, dog. They got fresh legs, dog. My man, Jordan Whitehead. My man, Antonio Winfield Jr. Y'all know how I feel about Antonio, boy. Y'all know. I ain't got to tell y'all know. Carlton Davis. Y'all go check out the YouTube. Just finished doing a player spotlight on cornerback, up-and-coming stud corner. Carlton Davis, bro. This is a Super Bowl defense, and I just want to give the rose. Pass out the rose, man. Like I said, somebody please tell me the name of that guy in The Bachelorette. I watched The Bachelorette, yeah. Because I'm that guy, because I like to pass roses, dog. And my name ain't Jalen, dog. And I don't play in the Rose Garden, Portland. Y'all don't know about me, man. Anyways, let me move on. Transition to the best CEO in all of sports. I want to talk about the best CEO in all of sports, man. One thing about an organization, about a business and anything, they're led by a great CEO. A great CEO changed everything. Look at Steve Jobs, what he did for the Apple. For Apple, a great CEO changes everything. Right now, Tampa Bay Buccaneers got probably the greatest CEO in all of sports, in Tom Brady. When you have a CEO with that type of resume, with that type of innovative mindset, with that type of success, with that type of trait for success, and you transfer that CEO, goes to another organization, on that if Steve Jobs would have left Apple, wherever he went, he would have been successful. My man Tom Brady, the greatest NFL CEO, took his business to Tampa Bay, the greatest losing organization in football. And this man right now organized this losing organization into a fruitful company. The value of the Buccaneers escalated because of the CEO skills of Tom Brady, dog. My man is the Steve Jobs of the NFL, dog. It's like he left freaking New England. Look what's going on over there, bro. Look what's going on over Bill Belichick, bro. I have a losing record. Y'all remember Bill Belichick had a losing coaching record prior to like Brady and all that? And right now, there's no Brady, not injured, but no Brady in sight. And he has a losing record. Brady was the CEO. The top notch. Yeah, Belichick got all the credit. Yeah, Belichick, he made the pieces together, put everything together, whatever. But at the end of the day, the executive is the one right there that was meeting with the mid-level management. Is the one that made the plan, to execute the plan. He's the reason why the plan was executed. Brady was the main piece why they won the Super Bowl. Because he's the CEO. A high-level CEO. Once you know the difference between a high-level CEO and a shitty CEO, it's when you see a CEO leave and see what happened to that organization. See what happened to that organization. Brady left. New England went down. Brady came to Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers went up. And that's what a great CEO do for organization. Now let's go to the 49ers against the Pats. One thing about this situation right here, man, is about all dynasty. We learned this in history school, right? We learned this in school in history. You know, dynasty. Every great dynasty must fall. We learned that from like the Greeks, the Roman dynasty, man, the Greeks, Roman days, to the Egyptians, man. So we seen it all the Genghis Khan, all the dynasties, we see it, dog. But in every dynasty, there's certain things that causes a dynasty to break. There's two things we could all know that causes dynasty to break. That's greed. Or maybe a love triangle. Greed and a love triangle. And with the New England Patriots, it was a love triangle that diminished the dynasty. Yes, Bill loved Jimmy. Tom hates Jimmy. Tom don't like Bill. Bill don't like Tom. But Kraft loved Tom. It's like, what the heck, dog? The whole debacle is because Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick obviously knew the end wasn't there. He knew the dynasty was going to crash. So my man, what he was trying to do, he was trying to save the whole dynasty. But my man, Robert Kraft, the owner, Bob Kraft, loved himself some Tom Brady, which I don't blame him, dog. Think about this, though. Think about this. If you have two kids, dog, and they're separated, let's say by 10 years, and one of your kids, the oldest one, you know the longest, right? And he's successful, dog. And he made you so much money and success. He made you proud. But yet, you see your youngest one. He hasn't done nothing yet. Nothing. But yet, you're like, people tell you he got potential. He got potential. And now you have to choose between potential or the real deal, homie. Potential or the real deal. My man Robert Kraft went with the real deal, even though the real deal was old. At that time, Robert Kraft was not thinking about the dynasty continuing. He was thinking about the right now. The right then and now. That transition to Jimmy G would have saved the New England dynasty. Hell, we would have probably still be talking about the dynasty right now, rather than seeing how the dynasty is falling, how it's demised. This is incredible. Seeing A dynasty destroyed because of ego and a love triangle. Robert loved Tom. Tom loved Robert. Bill hates Tom. Tom hates Bill. Jimmy just wants to play in the game. And you know what happened? The whole dynasty came down because of a love triangle. And you know what? This dynasty should have lasted a very long time. But they lasted a sucky long time. On that note, y'all remember 10 minutes from now, 10 minutes, stay tuned, 10 minutes from now, I got to tell y'all the Final Four. I told y'all, the Guru's seen the tapes. I've watched it. I'm going to tell y'all who's going to be the 2 teams for the AFC Championship and 2 teams for the NFC Championship. I already have the Final Four, man, so y'all stay less than 10 minutes from now. So, and before that, I'll be back after a little station identification. You are listening to Monday Morning Football with the Guru. For more sports content, visit youtube.com/World of Sports Network. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. Monday Morning Football. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. While y'all at it, man, go hit that subscribe button. Yes, sir, Bob. And on the podcast, y'all go ahead and follow wherever you guys at, man. You know what I'm saying? You all got, you know what to do. You got to leave a ranking, a rating system so we get, that's how this algorithm work, man. I don't want to, y'all know how it does, you know, but I got to repeat that. That's just part of the game, you know? So another thing I feel like we repeated, there's nothing that repeated itself, man, is the Atlanta Falcons as far as like losing in the most like disturbed way possible. Like there's ways to lose, you know what I'm saying? And there's the Atlanta Falcons way to lose, bro. You know, watching the Lions and Falcons, first of all, nobody should be watching the Lions and Falcons if that's in the first place. But y'all know the Guru rock with the Lions, man. Y'all know I rock with that Lion blue. But so check this out, man. We all saw that last situation, like that whole sequence of play. Atlanta was driving the ball basically for the win, all right? Lions had no timeout. They were inside the 5-yard line. Todd Gurley broke basically inside the 5-yard line, and he was supposed to just fall down, you know, run the clock out, and kick a field goal to win the game in a sense. That's how the flow was supposed to go. But I guess people forgot to realize this is the Atlanta Falcons, like the Dirty Birds. Like, it's crazy. Like, since that 28-3, this team has never recovered. You know what I'm saying? It's like this team is in, I talked about the Houston Texans in a substance abuse stage. You know what I'm saying? But the Atlanta Falcons, bro, they're deep in substance abuse. They're so deep, like they gotta blow it all up, bro. Like that team gotta be blown up because, wow, the stench of losing is surrounded with Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. There gotta be a separation, bro. They already started it with the Dan Quinn. I mean, just start all over, Atlanta. Just start all over, because right now, you guys are taking that moniker. Like, y'all remember the Buffalo Bills? They used to be American sweetheart losers. Like, we're like, oh my gosh, like, that's like the only team, like, you felt bad like they lost. You're like, man, like, the Buffalo, man, the Bills lost. Like, it's like, that's the same thing that's going on for ATR, Shawty. When I see the Dirty Birds lose, it's like, I'm just like, damn, bruh. It's like, there's ways to lose, and bruh, there's ways to lose, man. Atlanta just figured out ways to lose, dog. And I know one thing, Arthur Blank, you better write a blank check because it is over, and you got to start building over again, man. Home Depot. Now let's transition to the battle of number one. The Browns and the Bengals, man. That was probably one of the most exciting game of the week, man. Oh, Baker Mayfield, number one, the former number one overall pick, versus my man Joe Burrows. Hey, Joe Burrows, that dude, man. Baker Mayfield said, oh, man, I hear y'all talking. I hear the media. I hear you, guru. I hear you talking. I ain't this. I ain't that. Nah. You still ain't, yeah. You still ain't this. You still ain't that. It's all about my man Stefanski. But I want to talk about something different here, bro. About this game right here, bro. I think it's time to get rid of Odell. I think it's time to save Odell from the Cleveland Browns, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it's what I call this situation is this. You know, there's certain guys, like, you know, if you're an average guy, like Baker, maybe he's an average guy. He's an average looking guy. No, he's not the guru. He's an average guy. But yet, he has a supermodel wife. Imagine that. This is what's happening. You know, there's like some guys can't handle having a pretty, beautiful woman. They just can't handle it. They don't have it what it takes. Baker Mayfield is just that guy. He has everything. He has Odell. He has Landry. He has a tight end off the anus. He has running backs. He has everything, dog. The beautiful woman, everything. I mean, the perfect titties, real. Not no plastic fake. The perfect. The hips, ass. Like, gosh damn. And even the walk. But my man Baker Mayfield is insecure. He can't handle that pretty shit. You know what he could handle, though? He could handle the average. He don't need all that pretty. He can't handle a pretty woman, though. He just can't do it. Oh, it's too much for him. It's too much because he wants the attention to be on him. That's why some people can't handle a pretty, because they are insecure. Baker Mayfield wants the attention. You seen this commercial? Look at this commercial. Look at his wife. I'm not talking, no, he got a beautiful wife. I don't talk, but that's the girl next door wife. It's cool. He likes the girl because he wants the attention on him. You got, so when he made that last second pass, Baker Mayfield is a me guy, man. He got little man syndrome, dog. My man got little man syndrome, dog, and he can't handle the pretty things. Odell is pretty, sexy. Landry, pretty, sexy. Ojukwu. You know what I'm saying? Kareem Hunt. All those are beautiful, sexy things, dog. And all the attention goes to Odell. The attention go to Landry throwing a left-handed pass. He can't handle that. He can't handle the girls that everybody looks at every time. He can't handle it. It kills him. For Baker to be successful in Oklahoma, he was the man. That's why he's grabbing his crotch, dog. That's why he was doing what he does. He's all about me, I, Baker. And to his benefit, that's when he's at the best. That's when he is at his best. Cleveland, if you want Baker to be at his best, you got to live with everything that comes with it, man. And with that is, you can't give Baker the pretty girls, dog. You got to give him the average-looking girls, the Nick Chubb, just the average-looking, get the job done. Because we want all the attention on Baker Mayfield, dog. Not every man could handle a beautiful, beautiful woman. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. You show me a great leader. Show me a great president that wife was beautiful. That's not what it's about. So Cleveland moving forward. I know it feels good getting all these pieces for Baker. No. Baker is a very simple guy. That is all about him. You put him with a bunch of hard-nosed, hard-working guys like the dude he has on his team right now, that Donovan Peoples-Joneses. Those are the people that's going to make Baker Mayfield successful because he will be the center of attention. And real quick, I'm going to go on a little quick break. But when I come back, y'all stay tuned. When I come back, And we're going to finish it up with the Final Four. The Final Four team, I told y'all, I already know the AFC Championship teams. I already know the NFC Championship team. So come back in a few seconds because I got to go after a little station identification. You are listening to Monday Morning Football with the Guru. For more sports content, visit youtube.com/World of Sports Network. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to U. Now, just to finish my last segment, man. So like I was telling y'all, I've seen the Final Four. Everything just, it all coming together, man. Like I mentioned in the opening, in a time of turmoil, in a time of insecurity and just chaotic situation, like right now what we're experiencing, all right, with the pandemic, with no fans, with practice, we don't know what's going on. One thing that I do know is there are 4 organizations right now, 2 from the AFC, 2 from the NFC, that are built to prevail and be successful in situations like this, man. And we're going to start with the AFC. Team number 1, obviously, the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champion, Patrick Mahomes. We know what they have. Andy Reid. They could be down by 30. They could be up by 30. When you have Patrick Mahomes, no lead is safe, and if they're up, you can't catch up with them. So it's just pick your poison, man. The Chiefs will only lose if they make mistakes. Team number 2, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, sir. The AFC Championship game is going to be between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And one of the most stable organizations. Another Super Bowl championship quarterback. A Super Bowl winning coach. A team that's stable. And under turmoil, and under distress, you know how to handle situations. They have what I call adversity tolerance. That's why you see in a time of situation like this. You can look at other sports. In baseball, you see the championship game. You see the Dodgers, a team that's been there. You know what I'm saying? In basketball, LeBron and the Lakers, team that win there, that's been through adversity. They have adversity tolerance. And you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're right now by far the 2 best team in the AFC. Now moving on to the NFC. I love it. It's the rivals, man. The 2 best team in the NFC right now. Oh, team 1, the Aaron Rodgers-led Green Bay Packers. Oh, yes, man. Oh, slick boy, you know what I'm saying, Mr. 3 pump and out. You know what I'm saying? You know Aaron Rodgers, he's Caucasian, fair skin. He only got that 3 stroke. The Guru got that dark skin, baby. Don't try me. Don't try me, dog, because it ain't no 3 stroke over here, dog. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Stability once again. You have a stable organization. You have a guy that's been there before, been there, done that, at the highest and the lowest. And in a situation of turmoil, he knows how to handle it. And the Green Bay Packers know how to handle it in this type of situation. And then we go to Seattle Seahawks. With Pete Carroll and company. We know they live on turmoil. We know they live on adversity. You know you have Russell Wilson, the MVP. Now, what you all have with this Final Four, what you have and what they all have in common is they have great culture, great leadership. In time of need, they have quarterback that could trust. They have CEOs in place. They have the resources in place to handle pandemics, to handle just to handle the things you don't even know, the unforeseen. That's the word I'm looking for. This 4 organization right there. Mind you, yes, they're the Baltimore Ravens probably. Some people say the Ravens. Some people say the Bucks. Where are they, Guru? Where are the Ravens? Where are the Bucks? Where are the Ravens? Where are the Bucks? No. When you look at it, in a time of turmoil, in the AFC, right now, who you going to trust? Andy Reid and Mike Tomlin. in the NFC, Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. Like I told y'all, I've seen it. The clarity's here. This is the Final Four right here, man. Once again, we're going to have the Chiefs and the Steelers. And then we're going to have the Seahawks and the Packers. Take that to the bank, man. I'm the G to the U to the R to the U. Monday Morning Football with the Guru. Thanks for watching. And I am out.